Carolina comes back to Chapel Hill, man, to take on the Syracuse Orange in their last get-right game before the best rivalry in all the daggone college sports, man. Will the Heels handle business, or are the Syracuse Orange upset-minded, man? Huddle up.
You don't want none! You don't want none!
What's going on, Tar Heel Nation? It is your favorite North Carolinian, Russ, the Tar Heel, and welcome to the men's department of Carolina basketball, baby. And in this huddle, man, we're going to talk about the Syracuse Orange heading down to Chapel Hill in a game that, quite frankly, man, the Heels need to win. They should win. They must win if they're going to be any type of serious this year, man. The Heels have been playing a lot better since that woeful West Coast trip, man, and they'll look to stay hot in chilly Chapel Hill, dude. But before we get into the nitty-gritty of this ball game, man, shout out to the Huddle hooligans for all of their continued support of the channel, man. If you would like to become a member of the Huddle hooligans, find that join button down below, dude, and get access to the hooligan Discord today, man. If you're a Tar Heel or just a college basketball fan in general, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell, man, so that you'll be notified every time this Tar Heel makes a Carolina basketball video. Don't forget, live reaction and watch party Monday at 7, the last one for this week, man, because I'll be in Chapel Hill for the Duke Carolina game with my boy Ryan, man. So come hang out with your boys. We cheer on the Heels, man. And obviously the Syracuse Orange fans are welcome as well. All right, let's go ahead and get into this thing, man. So the Syracuse Orange are coming off of an 86-72 home victory against Notre Dame that snapped a 4-game conference losing streak, you know, for those guys, man. Senior guard Nate Kings, who averages 11 points per game, went off for a cool 28 points, while senior J.J. Starling also dropped 21 points himself. The Qs shot 57% from the floor in that one, but we all know how bad that Irish team actually is. So just for reference, you guys remember the Heels beat the Irish by 22 in Chapel Hill not too long ago. Now, the Heels, once again, won back-to-back road games in Charlottesville and Atlanta, and they've got Carolina fans everywhere thinking that the Heels are playing potentially their best basketball, man, since the Christmas break. Carolina got a 16-point victory against Georgia Tech down there in Atlanta, where Caleb Wilson returned home. He scored 22 points, and he rocked the stinking ATL alongside a huge bounce-back game from Henry Vasar, who also went for 20 and 12 himself. Seth and Luke also went for 18 and 16 respectively, and it was a good win all in all on the road. Now, according to sportsreference.com, Carolina is 18-7 all-time against the Orange, with their last meeting being an 88-82 Carolina win up in Syracuse back in February of last year. Ian Jackson showed out for his home state, dropping 23. He hit 5 3 balls, and then Jalen Withers, man, dropped 19 himself for the 6-point dub against the Orange up at the Qs. Now, here is the tail of the tape in this one. Syracuse is averaging 75.8 points per game to Carolina's 83. Syracuse is giving up 70 points per game to Carolina's 70.3. Both field goal percentages are about the same. Carolina's averaging 5 more rebounds per game than Syracuse, 40-35. They're averaging 17.2 assists per game, Carolina that is. Syracuse is averaging 13.5. You see Syracuse is averaging a couple more blocks per game, and they're averaging about 1 more steal per game. Now Carolina's offense is really ramped up here recently, man, scoring 90-plus points in 3 of their last 5 games. They're also coming off of that win against the Yellow Jackets where they had 21 team assists, man, to only 2 turnovers on that night. So, that's an over 10-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio that spells winning basketball all freaking night long, bro. Now for the Syracuse Orange, J.J. Starling has really had to shoulder a little bit more of the load here recently. He scored in double figures in 6 of his last 7 games, but the real guy that Carolina needs to pay particular interest in, and this one to get the dub, man, is going to be the 6'9", 205-pound sophomore forward, Donnie Freeman, who's averaging 18.2 points per game. He only scored 7 against the Irish, but he's gone for over 26 different times this year, and he's hovered around that, just been under that even more than that, dude. So the guy can really put the ball in the bucket, and that's the matchup that I'm really looking for. And this one is going to be Donnie Freeman and Caleb Wilson matching up, going back and forth. Probably Jaron Stevenson getting a little love on him too. Now, points per game, Donnie Freeman's averaging 18.2. Like I said, Caleb Wilson's averaging 20. Rebounds per game, Freeman's averaging 7.3 to Caleb Wilson's 9.9. Assists per game, Freeman 1.4 to Caleb Wilson's 2.9. Caleb Wilson has really done a good job here as of late of facilitating the basketball, especially off the double team. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Donnie Freeman's shooting 50.3% from the field. He's shooting 32.6% from the three-point line, and he's shooting a very respectable 78.6% from the free throw line. And then he's averaging 1.1 steals per game. Caleb Wilson is one of the best in the country, averaging 58.9% from the field, only 26.1% from three, not necessarily his strong suit per se. And the free throw percentage is kind of hovered around 70% for the year. He's shooting 69.9 right now with 1.6 steals per game. Now I can imagine that Caleb is going to continue to see a lot of double teams when he receives the ball in the post, man. So he needs to continue to be a good facilitator of the basketball and pass out of the double team, especially to open relocating shooters, as he did against the Yellow Jackets. And the simple fact of the matter is they need to hit more than we have when he's passing out of that double team. He's going to get his. We know that. We know that Caleb is going to get his, and he'll get to the point where he starts really looking for his shot. The continued question for me is that I nightly am asking myself, can the guards make the open shots that he actually gets them? Because he does draw double teams and makes the defense respect him so much. The guys are getting really good looks, man. And you're at Carolina, bro. You need to be making more often than not when you're getting clean looks to the stinking bucket. Now, Caleb and probably Jaron Stevenson, like I said, are going to have to do a really good job at checking Donnie, making sure that he doesn't go off. But he's really not the only one either, man. Like I said, J.J. Starling is a competent scorer as well. But Carolina, if they put the lid on Freeman, man, I think they'll be actually just fine. Carolina enters the game as a 10.5-point favorite at the house at the time of the making of this video, according to DraftKings. And the ESPN matchup indicator gives them an 81.4% chance at beating the Syracuse Orange at the house. Shout out to the 260-plus voters in the fan poll that also said 89% in favor of Carolina getting this victory. Now, in my personal opinion, man, I think Carolina's ball movement in the first half of the Georgia Tech game, it really impressed me. I think it's the best ball movement that we've seen all year. They didn't necessarily duplicate that in the second half, but I think if HD can get this team in the film room and really impress upon them the differences that we saw in the Carolina team in that first half where they scored 52 points as opposed to the second half when they only scored 39, if I'm not mistaken, that'll make Carolina a different team moving forward, man. Their ability to move the basketball around. So I think the Heels get the job done, and I think that they do cover at the house. And I just think that Carolina is too good inside against this Syracuse Orange team, man. So you let me know what you think about this game down in the comment section. Tar Heel Nation and college basketball family, is your boy onto something? Or do you think that there's a better chance that I'm actually on something, man? Do me a solid as you get out of here, man. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel on your way out. And that's you too, Q's fans. Watch party Saturday at 7. Be there or be square. You already know it's a great day to be a Tar Heel. Go to hell, Duke. Go to hell, State. And we'll see you at the watch party, baby. Go Heels.